The best lightweight dual sport bikes widely available in 2023, we assess the 200 to 300cc lineup in terms of the best price, weight, seat height, road versus off-road handling, and which would suit the raw beginner. We haven't ridden all these bikes yet, but have relied on various reviews and owner reports. There's a range of choices to put a smile on your face when it comes to the price. Generally, they are extremely reliable, low maintenance, incredible fuel economy, lightweight, easy to pick up, and perfect for inexperienced riders. And many experienced riders take these lightweight dual sport bikes across the country and around the world. The budget price almost always means budget suspension, but some basic suspension mods, these little 4-strokes, can take on the world. We start with Honda, as we recently rode these. The Honda CRF 300L. It's not the cheapest, but you get a lot of bike for your money. The extra 50cc provides more grunt without intimidating a beginner. Long travel suspension, but it will need upgrading for aggressive riders. The seat height is taller than average due to that suspension travel. Honda has also included this rally variant since 2017, a large fuel tank, rally fairing, and more suspension travel. Unfortunately, all that rally gear bumps the weight up to 150 kilograms, but the Honda 300 Rally doesn't feel heavier unless you have to pick it up. It has the tallest seat height, but the seat is quite narrow, so riders of average height should still get their feet on the ground. We were really impressed with the Honda Rally. See our full review. The Kawasaki KLX 230S, one of the cheapest offerings on the market. It's comparatively light and has a very low seat height. Earlier models were taller, but Kawasaki lowered the 230 by reducing the suspension travel. The low price keeps everything basic. Air-cooled engine, the ABS can't be turned off, at least on Australian models, which some owners find disconcerting on loose surfaces. The KLX 250 has a bigger price tag, water cooling, more power, more suspension, and of course, a taller seat height. Oddly, this is the Australian option, while in the USA there is only the KLX 300. A shame for Aussies, as that extra grunt is handy for most riders. Kawasaki reports only 2 extra horsepower with the 300, so we assume it's been tuned to provide quite a bit of extra grunt at lower revs. Staying with Kawasaki, next is the Versus X 300. It's not really a dual sport bike. The Versus is more like a road bike with a few adventure trimmings, so it is a lot heavier. But the twin-cylinder engine is the most powerful if we believe Kawasaki's claimed 40 horsepower. It has a very low seat height and could suit riders who will mostly stay on the road and occasionally ride on smooth dirt roads. What about Yamaha? The WR250R was a really popular model, but Yamaha stopped producing it in 2021 for unknown reasons. However, the old XT250 is still available. Its main selling points, price, and its seat height. Yamaha also has the trusty TW200, if you like big tyres and a bike that has barely changed for 3 decades. It has the lowest seat height and price of all these bikes. It's really a farm bike that gained a strong following as a great starter for new riders who aren't tall. Just remember, it has the least suspension and it isn't adjustable. Unfortunately, Suzuki discontinued its DRZ 250 a few years ago. Its only offering now is the new V-strom 250 SX. It's similar to Kawasaki's Versus in that it's really a road bike with a few adventure trimmings. It's being released in Australia at the bargain price of $6,490, which suggests it will sell in the US for about $4,400 if released there. We look forward to some reviews on this new model. Continuing with the more road-oriented bikes, we have the BMW G310 GS. Beamers are expensive, right? Not the 310. which was introduced in 2017. It's made in India. It has the second most powerful engine, if you believe the claimed horsepower figures. If you visit the G310GS forum, you can see a pile of problems that some owners have faced. And there was a recall in 2019 due to brakes potentially failing. But the majority of owners don't encounter problems and enjoy the little Beamer. And finally, the most expensive bike, KTM's new 250 Adventure. It's essentially the 390 Adventure, so the same hefty weight, but a smaller engine. Like the BMW, it's made in India. There are only a handful of owner reports from a few countries where the new model has been released. We are keen to hear long-term reports. Okay, let's do a comparison of some key criteria. Seat height. This is very important for short riders, of course, but it's also important for beginners. The lower the seat, the more chance you have of keeping the bike upright in rough terrain. It's great to have a wide range of choices here to suit short or tall riders. Remember, the width of the seat makes a difference too. Ensure you sit on these bikes in the showroom. Price. The cost of new bikes has skyrocketed in so many countries lately. It's happened to these small dual sport bikes as well, but they were so cheap already that even the 2023 prices are quite affordable. Weight. Beginners or short riders will appreciate light weights, but it makes a difference for experienced riders too, if they like to ride aggressively. Remember, these are wet weight figures, so bikes like the Kawasaki Versus with a big fuel tank will appear to be quite heavy with that full tank. Keep in mind that if you spend most of your time on the road, a bit of weight can help with stability and good road manners. Off-road versus road performance. This is a balance of many factors. A 21-inch front wheel versus a 19-inch, the weight, suspension travel. This is our rough estimate of where each bike would fit on the spectrum. If you have ridden some of these models, we are keen to hear what you think. And finally, fuel capacity. If you plan on long trips, it's always handy to have a big fuel tank. These can be quite expensive to buy, and sometimes you might not have any aftermarket options. Remember, some of these bikes have carburetors, so fuel economy would be worse than the fuel-injected models. So that's our coverage of the most available 200 to 300cc lightweight dual sport bikes for 2023. No doubt some viewers will wonder why we haven't included any of the cheap Chinese models that are emerging. We prefer to stay with well-known manufacturers with some reputation for reliability and after-sales service. If you buy second-hand, it's well worth looking at older bikes, the Yamaha WR250R, Honda's CRF 250L and Suzuki's DRZ 250. And if you live in Europe, check out the dual sport range of European manufacturers. I haven't covered these as they usually aren't available outside of Europe. And if you are interested in 250 to 650 models, check out our lightweight adventure bikes video. So, have you ridden any of these bikes? Do you own one? We are keen to hear your opinions.